The best music,
Check.
the best music, especially heartfelt music, it comes from niggas being heartbroken. Love don't really produce a lot of great hits. It's heartbreak. It's heartbreak.
Facts.
I got my shit
It's gotta
torn
be
too.
relatable.
Exactly, man. That
Facts.
Adele, really that Rod Wave, man, just
Facts.
pissed off. Like, you supposed to be with me,
Oh,
right?
you know you supposed to. You
Oh,
Zach, what you doing, man?
Oh, Drake. That's,
Exactly. It's relatable.
bro, I'm gonna keep it a band, bro. Like how he articulate,
That's you.
right there every time, man. Like I gotta give him credit where credit is due.
Okay.
You know, artists who can paint a picture, put you in that situation, something that's relatable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We men, we all want to be hard. We were just talking about every man want to be 6'2" and this and that. Bro, every nigga been hurt, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Regardless.
Facts.
Every nigga been hurt.
So if you rap about that, you got a fan base.
There you go, right there.
You got fans that can relate.
There you go.
That's facts.
There you go.
Even if they won't admit it, they'll be in the room like, I
yeah.
feel this shit.
on the back of the wall.
Nigga,
Exactly. On.
nigga cried in the car.
Nigga,
Yeah.
what? That's the shit niggas play when they drop their friend off. This is when you in the car back yourself. We put all that hard shit on while the boys
Yeah,
rap.
nigga, listen
that
to NBA Young Boy on the way there and shit.
Yeah.
They listen to Drake on the way home.
We listening to Silk on the way back, man.
Oh,
What they
Silk on
talking
the way
about?
back,
We
man. That
listening to
latest
Silk,
song.
man.
Listen to Silk, man. Welcome
That's
back to the
love.
Epicenter podcast. That's
Yeah.
DAEPICENTRE. That's the British way.
The
in case
UK
you
way.
didn't know. UK.
The UK
My bad.
way.
We gonna get it together, man.
You know the vibes, though.
The voice you're hearing right now is none other than Sir Your Highness Mr. King BRIL, and I'm here with my dog, the greatest co-host in the world, Mr. Girls Like STERL.
You know what it is, man. Girls Like STERL, a.k.a. Mr. No Cap, a.k.a. the host with the most. Let's get it.
Amen.
Feel
And
me?
we sitting in the studio with a very, very special guest, man.
Yeah.
Some would say he's smooth as silk, man. And I could tell that he's one of those that whisper the isms, the isms, and the IONs in the ears. You know what I'm saying? He talked that smooth shit.
One
you know
of
what
them
I mean?
poetry motherfuckers.
You
know
feel
what I'm
me? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's why he playing this interview at nighttime. He said that music sounds better right now than 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It hit different.
Sixth
For
grade,
sure.
he writing love letters to your girlfriend,
Right.
Not just to your girlfriend type shit.
And she liking it.
Is she?
Yeah, she like it.
She checking yes.
Yeah,
She
right,
checking
right.
yes.
That's what it
crazy,
is.
man.
Yo.
We sit here with our guy Silk, man. 2K.
The official.
You feel me? The official.
Please don't forget the other K,
Yeah.
man. It's your boy Silk here. I'm just blessed and highly favored to be here, man. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank y'all so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We appreciate you for coming by, man. So let's get into the business, man. Let's talk about how you get into music, because you told us earlier when we listened to the track, some of your songs that we loved. You were like, "Oh, that's young Silk."
That's old.
Oh, for
Silk.
sure.
Yeah, well, that was old Silk. That's
Right.
young. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So take us through the start and then the transition of young Silk to old Silk.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, to now Silk, I guess.
Y'all was just listening to Labels.
Right.
That song always gonna be near and dear to me for a couple reasons. Obviously, it was my first song ever recorded.
And that's hard to believe, my brother.
Very hard.
Hard to believe.
I
You just a
get-
talented nigga, because I done music, but I want to hear this story, because that
It
could
make
be
me-
your first song.
Make music like he been in jail for 13 years and he been
Right.
practicing every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's crazy what a nigga can do when he hurt, man. You feel me?
Talk about
Because
it, brother. Talk about it.
I worked at Verizon
Okay.
when I was back home in Wilmington or Burgo, North Carolina.
Gotcha.
Shout out to the 9-Down. My ex-girlfriend, I won't call no names.
Respect.
Yeah, she
He's healed now.
moved. You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation. She decided to move on. Cool. So I hit an engineer up. You know, one that my coworker actually put me in contact with. I had no experience or nothing in the studio. I'm like, man, I got this song.
Where did you have? Hold up. Where did you have the song
The
already?
writing.
The first thing on my mind after a breakup is not to call it engineer.
Nah, listen.
So that's
listen.
interesting.
So let me take you back before that.
Yeah,
Okay.
The inception.
The inception.
The
right.
last time that I went to school at North Carolina Central.
Okay.
So
shout out Eagles, man.
Yeah,
shout
for
out the
sure.
Eagles.
Shout out to the Eagles, man.
HB Jackson.
HBCU.
Central showed me so much love. I love Central. Best 4.5 years of my life.
For sure.
That's a whole nother story though.
Got you.
I'm riding back from Durham, which is where she was at.
Here we go.
I see her story on Instagram, right?
Fucking Instagram.
She up there or whatever, and she got like a little boomerang of her holding some nigga hand.
Stop it.
Yo, And this is like a month or two, like 2 months after we decided that, you know, whatever.
Was it? Did he have on a watch? It was a nice watch.
But he was well off. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
How y'all short of you find this well off nigga so fast?
He was
If it had been a
yeah.
fossil, would have been good. We'd have been like, all right, I can get that back.
Facts, right. Like, he definitely had a nice job. You feel me? Like, bro was good. I go to YouTube, bro. I don't know why. I go to YouTube, and I am like, when I'm in the car by myself, I just freestyle all the time.
Okay.
I go to YouTube and stumble over the label's beat.
Okay.
No lie, bro. I listened to the beat one time through, right? The first thing that came to my mind was, them labels ain't gonna save you, bro. That was the last conversation we had. That's how we broke up. She came down here for New Year's.
That was all making sense.
And she was expecting me to ask her to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be a thing, blah, this and that, because we was dating or whatever. I was playing ball. I was young, 25, outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really understand. Our last conversation was, you did not choose me. You feel me?
Oh, labels.
Yeah.
That kind of labels.
You didn't choose me. Like, you never gave me the title to be your girl. And I told him, like, yo, the label don't define
What's going on?
how I really feel.
Right.
So I seen the story.
Yep.
Riding back from Durham, bro. I never forget, bro. My heart felt like it just.
Shit. Yeah.
Bro, that first verse y'all hear.
Yeah.
Dog, that was.
So I'm gonna go back and listen in
like
the car. I'm gonna go back and listen now. I feel it.
Now that you got all this in
Now
this.
that I got the pretext and the context.
If you listen hard enough, you can hear me. You could probably hear me crying in the song.
Oh,
man.
shit.
That shit was deep, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey, and I was gonna say this. You might be. I think you are our first R&B artist on here too.
You know what's crazy?
That's a different. It's a different music make. You know what I'm saying?
I get put in R&B a lot.
Yeah.
Just because like I rap with substance or I rap about emotions and stuff like that, which I don't mind doing it. I just don't want people to think I can sing. I can't sing at all.
Just for the record,
I cannot sing.
Well,
at
maybe
all,
maybe we call it trap soul because it's sort of Bryson Tiller's. Because you know,
For sure.
that story that you told me sounds like the story of him working at, what was it, Domino's or Papa John's?
For sure.
Got kicked out of his house. His
For sure.
girlfriend. What song? I think it's "Don't," one of them songs.
Yeah,
And he talking about that story.
Nah.
That's what I'm sort of, you know what I'm saying. And then your vibe sort of gives me that trap soulish type.
Nah, for sure.
Rapping over a R&B type.
For sure, man. And like music, I never expected it to take me there. I never expected heartbreak to take me there. You know. So fast forward, by the time I get in the studio, I was at work, right? I asked my boy, I said, yo, you know somebody up here that I can record with? They charged me $30.
Wow.
$30 to record that song. I had $30 in my bank account. You feel me? I cashed that my last $30 to get that off my chest, bro.
Word.
No cap. And
Damn, that's a whole story.
if you listen to the whole song, at the end of the second verse, it's like a part where I kind of say like 8 bars at the end of it, like straight freestyle, bro. I was in there. That was my first experience of getting lost in something. You know what I'm saying? So I never expected for it to sound that good. I didn't know that I had the potential to do that.
Right.
So I get the song back. The engineer sends me the song back. I listen to it on my way home. 100 times, bro. I probably listened to that song 100 times. I'm like, yo, is that me?
Right.
You feel me? I sent it to my parents. And my dad called me. He said, boy, is that you?
Is that you?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My mom listened to it. She's super, super Christian, right? She don't really indulge in that. And she was like, I don't know who did it, but I'm glad she broke your heart.
That's crazy.
She's like, you got you one. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that song did real good, man. It did really good for me. It kind of opened the door
Right.
for people to start taking me serious as an artist. So labels is always near and dear to me. I'm going to re-release it until it do what it's supposed to do, because I feel like it's timeless, man.
Literally,
Timeless.
bro, we rocked it, and I'm telling you, we played it, and we was like, all these saying is that we ran it back so we could hear it again. So the fact it came out in 2019, right?
Yeah, it did.
The fact it's still doing the same, you know, it's invoking that same emotion now.
For sure.
Timeless.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? That's
For
what I
sure.
would call that.
First ever time recording, bro. First ever time.
That's
First
interesting.
first ever song.
That's really like a godsend, man. $30 in your bank account, $30 studio session. Just happened to find the labels beat. Heartbroken, driving home, and then the last 8 bars, the whole 9.
And it's like a triple entendre, because I thought you were talking about labels as in music labels.
Yeah.
Then when you said about the dude, and we talking about his watch, it could be like designer labels.
Yeah,
exactly.
Then we were talking about labels as in relationship labels.
Man, when I was writing that song, like I said, the first verse just came out of me. It was so much built in me. Like if the people that know me, that follow me through my music career, I started out doing poetry or whatever.
I knew it.
And I used to do
that vibe is there.
I knew it.
That poetry slam vibe, I get it.
Yeah, for sure. So
I knew it.
once I started, you know what I'm saying, putting everything together.
Yeah.
It just came out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? It just came out. It felt so natural. And I couldn't believe I did that, bro.
That makes sense now.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna, but yeah, poetry definitely. I used to win like poetry competitions as a kid.
Because you just saying you went to the stew, and I'm like, you had to have some type of vocal.
He hitting the pockets. I'm like, don't add up. Yeah.
Nothing, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
So how was your first experience in the studio? Not to cut you off. You just like, is this your first time hearing yourself in ears? First time hearing yourself with the music? So you just one take it?
the engineers is telling me what to do.
Okay,
like,
you had a good ass engineer.
I don't even know, bro. I recorded that in a UNCW dorm room. Like,
oh wow,
it was dirty. It was like dirty clothes over there in the corner. The dude was pushing stuff over there. It was just like, yeah, bro, I can get you. This shouldn't take too long.
When you said $30 too, I'm thinking like, I don't sound. This sound professional.
Nah,
but he just knew what he was doing.
Nah, bro, it wasn't professional at all.
Like that.
He had a microphone in the middle of his room. He had like dirty clothes over this way.
Yeah.
He lived on the first floor of a dorm on UNCW campus.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I never forget it. I did it in my work clothes in Verizon Wireless.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You gonna have to. You got to do. Did you do a video to labels?
I didn't.
You gotta go back and do that. You gotta get the Verizon suit. You gotta do the whole, like, make it.
Yo, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, get the Verizon suit or coming from where, like, whatever you did that day.
One of the scenes got to be goddamn driving
the Instagram, the boomerang. We don't put y'all. That's a whole music video. That's a concept. That's hard because it just makes sense.
Nah, it do.
You know what I'm saying?
And to her defense, she told me, man, you know, but when you been hurt so much, you get to a point where you don't know if somebody really fuck with you or really rocking with you or not. And I didn't know that. You know, I didn't realize that at that time. And even to this day, I realized that she turned into such a great woman. You know what I mean? She's a great woman. You feel me? So now that I understand what a woman is supposed to bring,
right,
I look at that all the time, and labels just always remind me of that.
Yeah. So, damn, that's such a heartfelt boy.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna get happy in a second.
Yeah,
we gotta get through this first.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
So we done labels, man. We got the emotion, we got the story behind it.
Yeah,
you know, the pen kind of flowed itself. The last 8 bars spilled out itself. You know, such a seamless transition. The song was damn near perfect, bro. For somebody the first time, what does it look like the second song that you make? Because I imagine it's hard. You don't have as much emotion into the second song.
Right. And the second song, Labels was really supposed to be my only song I ever made. I made Labels to get it off my chest.
No, it's supposed to be good.
I made a second song because Labels did so good, right? People started looking at me as a musician at that point. I'm like, I just rap. I'm not a musician,
right?
Man, Labels caught the attention of so many people. It was on the West Coast going crazy.
And I was gonna say that too.
People kept saying like it's got a Nipsey sound to it at the time. It put me in a category where people was expecting stuff from me. So now instead of me just being hurt, it's like, yo, you just gotta go make a song, right? You just gotta show people you can rap. You gotta show people that, you know, you consistent with certain things. And so I dropped Talk Nice. I dropped Talk Nice, and Talk Nice came about from, I went viral on the Shade Room for rapping to B Simone when she was super popular,
right?
And it wasn't even that I wanted B Simone. It was the simple fact that I saw how like dominant her presence was,
for sure.
And I was just really showing niggas how to talk to her.
It was a business decision
for sure. If I got close to her, this is how I would talk to her. And my little brother recorded me freestyling on the way to Walmart. I posted it, and Shade Room hit me up like, yo, like this smooth.
This fire.
You know,
I done figured out your game, my brother.
Nah,
I done figured it out. You a wordsmith.
Silk, man.
Silk.
Them sixth grade love letters.
Yeah, everything we joked about
with the
actually
50
true.
cent for the ice cream
Yeah,
shit, man.
man.
Crazy. Can't
Come
trust
on,
this man.
man.
Let me ask this. What's the West Coast influence? Because I'm a music guy and I say this every pod. I can tell. And I heard the influence of the West Coast a little bit. I heard the Nipsey references on one song. You said something about Nipsey Blue.
Sure. Yeah.
I can hear I can't think of the artist that you remind me. Not to say you remind me, but everybody sort of has an influence. So I want to know your influences, artist-wise and influence geographically. So I'm speaking like West Side or West Coast type of vibes, and then like who influences your music artist-wise too?
Well, labels was definitely heavy Nipsey.
Okay.
I listened to Double Up almost every day.
That used to be the jam
at some point, man. And I just felt so connected to Nipsey because he seemed like a real nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He seemed like somebody who was super genuine and super connected with the people that he started day one with. That's kind of how I wanted to be represented. So as I was doing labels in the studio and they would play it back to me, I'm learning stuff about myself at that time. So I'm listening to it and I'm like, nah, let me say it like this. Let me say it like this.
Right.
Hey, yo, them labels ain't gonna save you. He like, yeah, that's it. Do that. Say that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So you gotta remember, like, I've never heard myself in a microphone. So I'm listening to it. When I hear it back, I'm like, yo, my voice sounds terrible. I'm like, do I talk like this? Is my voice really this pitchy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did after the first time I heard labels back, I'm like, yo, I'm not meant to do this. You know, my voice doesn't sound very. It don't sound appealing if you just hear it raw for me. You know, I've never heard myself talk before. So I'm like, nah, let me say it like this, man. Hey, them labels ain't gonna save you. Glass are your favorite
So
wine. I promise we gonna take your time.
You know what I'm saying?
So like I'm telling you, so I started getting lost in it, bro. And as I'm going with it, I remember finishing the first verse and buddy just turned around and looked at me. He was like, bro, this is it, bro.
That nigga was doing. He ain't never had nobody like that.
Like, shit,
He was like, you ordered something right here, bro.
We gonna fold these clothes and make this a thing. Got the clothes in the corner. Yeah.
He got a sign on the wall next time you come in. Like, it's a studio now.
It's a studio. Real
Facts,
up this price
bro.
and everything.
Best $30 I ever spent, man.
Shout him out, man.
Best.
Shout out you, my guy.
Yeah, my guy.
That's fine.
Hopefully he graduated by then.
Hopefully you're not still in that dorm, bro.
He's still there.
He's still engineering?
Nah, I don't know. Hopefully not.
God,
He still make music, I'm saying? You still keep in touch? Or?
I haven't. He's only done. We did labels, and he cut a freestyle that I did. That was it.
Where?
Because I moved away from home. I moved away from home after that.
Okay.
I moved to Atlanta after that. I traveled a lot, but I was home at that time.
Right.
Working at Verizon, so I gave myself a deadline, and I was like, if I'm not set by this deadline, I'm leaving. So I just left.
So how was that transition to Atlanta?
Atlanta was different for sure because I'm a country boy, man. I'm from Burgall, North Carolina. Real small, intimate place.
Okay.
Fields, pastures, cows. You know,
You can say pastures.
Yeah. Sound like the 2-5 damn near.
Something like that. Something like that. A bunch of real niggas out there though. So it's a salute always. But Atlanta is a lot more flashy. It's something to do every day. Bro. Tuesday looked like Saturday out there. I'm like,
I just went maybe a month ago, and I think it was a Tuesday in a taco spot. It was like the club, bro. It was like the club. I said, I don't know how y'all do this 7 days a week.
6 a.m.
At that point,
at a taco spot.
At that point, I didn't have enough money to live up there, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all don't go to sleep. I go to the club. I go out to the club on a Wednesday. It's a 47-year-old out there, like she 25 still, 30 still. You know what I'm saying? She dating younger men, older men dating younger women. It's
all over the place out there, bro.
It's everything.
It's all over the place.
Facts.
Yeah.
I felt dirty when I left there. I was like, yo, I gotta go to church. Man.
And it's good to visit Atlanta. I always say that, but I could not live in Atlanta, bro.
It's not for country boys or somebody who.
And I'm from Charlotte. I'm from the city, but even that is just a different level of city, bro. This is a little too much, from the traffic to the people to
that's
the
another
events
thing.
every night.
Traffic,
I love the black camaraderie.
Yeah.
But at a time that can be debauchery too. The black people that's out there. There's a bunch of shit going on that don't I ain't trying to be involved in all that, like living there. Like, I like to go to visit and come back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And let me get my story straight. I moved from Wilmington. I moved to Charlotte.
Okay.
I went to Atlanta. Before I worked at Verizon. So I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta in 2017. Okay. 2017.
Oh,
then from Atlanta, I moved back home. That's when I worked at Verizon. So that's when labels was made. So 2017, I was in Atlanta. Yeah. 2017, 2018, I moved back to Wilmington or Burgaw, and I made labels in 2018, and then I released it in 2019, and then I moved to Charlotte.
Okay.
Was there a reason for all the moving? If you don't mind that, or like what you can...
I played baseball in college.
Where?
So I actually signed after I graduated college.
Signed
baseball. Yeah, signed to baseball.
Oh,
I moved to
where? Who?
I moved to New York right after I graduated in 20. Yeah, bro. I've been some places.
Yeah.
After I graduated in 2015, I played baseball in Long Island, New York.
That's fine.
From New York, I went to the Dominican to play, but I was only over there for a couple weeks. Because if you are a draft prospect over there, if you don't get drafted, they send you to like these post workouts. Maybe you get picked up by a scout and stuff like that. And people probably don't know, but Robinson Cano's dad saw me in New York, got me up to the Dominican, did some workouts over there.
Talking about Cano, he don't play for the. I'm trying to remember the name.
The Yankees. The Mariners. Yeah.
Okay.
He used to play for the Yankees.
Okay. The pitcher. He didn't pitch.
He's second baseman.
Second baseman. Okay.
What position you play? Catcher or pitcher?
Nah, I was a second baseman.
Second base.
Second baseman. Third baseman. Yeah.
You a baseman.
Arm on you.
Yeah. A little something.
Yeah, awareness. This shit.
Yeah. Like that was. It is crazy because people like, you play baseball? I'm like, yeah. Like that was my thing. My pops played, and I just played all the way up through grade school. Yeah, I was always a step above everybody. And I went to college, played all 4 years, first team all conference. I was supposed to get drafted my junior year. I tore my Achilles my sophomore year, so it kind of took me off the draft boards. Came back my senior year, had a great year, just didn't get picked up. And then I signed. I went to New York, then I went to the Dominican, then I ended up signing with a Yankee scout. And then I in low A ball. So like, you got different leagues.
Right.
I played in Michigan, got released in spring training, and then I was done with it. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, a lot
I could have went overseas to play. I'm like, man, I'm not going over there by myself. I'm tired of living out of bag. I just rather just start my life, like do something,
That's facts.
Tired of being told what you're not good enough to do. Because when you get to that level, that's all they tell you, right? It's like, oh, you good, but you ain't good enough to do this. You need to work on this. You need to do X, Y, and Z.
It's always something.
I'm tired, man. Mentally, I was just beat up about it. I watched the draft go by. I didn't get picked. It kind of crushed me. You feel me? Because they was telling me, like all through the season, scouts was calling. I had an agent. He was like, yeah, you gonna go on the second day. You good. You might go in the 20th round, X, Y, and Z. That didn't go. So, yeah, bro, it's a lot, man.
Got it.
It's a lot.
It's all making sense now.
Bro, yeah, bro. I've been to New York. I lived in New York. I lived in Jersey. I lived in Atlanta. I played ball in Florida. I lived there for like 2 months. I played up there. And NC. So I did all that in like 4 year span, bro.
Wow.
Crazy, yeah.
And then the music came.
Then I got my heart broke, man. I mean,
God damn, you females, that's what I'm telling you. You know what's going on. We got all this going on, and they want to get on Instagram and post niggas watches and shit like that, man. It's sick.
And she knew what she was doing.
It's sick.
She did, bro.
She knew what she was doing, man.
Did, bro. She told me though. You know what I'm saying? Before our last conversation, during our relationship, she was telling me like, this is what I need to feel secure, blah, this and that. And I was always a genuine dude, but I never felt like a label defined, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like you're my girlfriend. you're going to
now it's gonna be
I'm gonna treat you better. That's what it is. Like
to them it's more just the words and the security of knowing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
she would be like, other guys are interested in me. Not that she was dealing with them, but she would like they were making it known like, hey, this is what I want to do for you X, Y, and Z. And she and she learned too that don't mean nothing.
I was about to say because that's the first thing niggas say to get what they trying to get, and they probably not gonna follow through with
to get what they trying to get, right? And that's the thing, you know, like. I feel like she appreciates me more now.
Of course,
she's grown in her way where it's like she not going to she ain't gonna spin the block just because she that quality of a woman, but I can't even be mad at her.
Man, we'll see after we release labels again. We'll see.
We got tapes
after we release labels again.
We are South by Southwest. We ain't worrying about that, man. We gonna on the new, man. Let's fast forward.
In the next tour, we in the city. We gonna send her that. We gonna drop that little.
Wait till she see you on the Epicenter, man. What you talking about? Fucking watches and shit.
For so, man. For so.
That boy said we are South by Southwest.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because when we reached out to your man. This is your manager.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, co-manager. So I got Miss Leash Lowry over there.
Shout out to.
I got Dave Ryan. He's in Indianapolis, and I have Tati. She's my talent manager. So
okay,
I mean, it takes a team, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me,
so let's talk about that. South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Dream come true. First of all.
Yeah.
I literally got put on the South by Southwest by a DJ in Houston.
Okay. Some
years before, right? Because I didn't know about it.
Right.
He was DJing up at South by Southwest. I'm like, yo, that look lit up there. Like, where you at? He's like, bro, you ain't never heard of South by Southwest? I'm like, nah, I ain't never heard of it. So, you know, I was following him on his Instagram page in like 2021. And I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be up there one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there one day.
Right.
And fast forward into 2023, with the help of my team, CLG. After hours, we were fortunate enough to get put on a card up there, man. Perform up there on a Thursday we was on the Lola Brooks card. So it was a crazy experience for me. Yeah. For one, a dream come true again, and I can't even put into words how much God moving right now.
Yeah, I was about to say you got a lot of God influence and stuff. Just like I see this. Oh, next year I'm gonna do that. The music story we talked about. It's all seems like it's going your way.
Nah, for sure.
In a good way.
For sure, man. I prayed for a team. You know what I'm saying? When I first started doing music, it was just me in my car. I got so many car videos of freestyles because I didn't have the resources to go to the studio. I didn't have the resources to be able to afford a studio at the time, you know? So I was doing freestyles to popular beats and stuff like that. Well, or neo soul beats, Erykah Badu's, Jill Scott's, you know what I'm saying? People like that. And I got popular on Instagram that way. So that's how I started off. You know what I'm saying? That's really how I really started getting into the music game. And from there, I'm like, yo, you know what, yo? If I could get people to believe in me, if I can get people to push me, if I can get people around me who believe in the stuff that I do, I'll be all right. You know what I mean? And it started one by one. You know, they kind of just
fell into place.
They kind of fell into place, man. That so now we rolling. You know what I'm saying? And stuff is going better than I could even imagine, honestly.
That's good. What was the reception out there at South by Southwest? Because generally, when you perform live, I forgot who we were talking to about this, but the litter music translates to certain audiences, and sometimes the audiences can they're mature enough for Scotty. They were mature enough for a sing along type heartfelt R&B singing. So how was the reception at South by Southwest with somebody who actually has quality music, not just jumping up and down type shit?
You know what? That's a great question because everywhere I go, what we noticing now is I'm probably the only artist who does what I do on the card. Yeah. So we have to capture the audience in a different way, right? The audience has to be a certain level of mature, or you know, it's not gonna work.
Right.
So in my set, I always put something in there where I just show them like I'm just gonna out rap everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something in there where I'm gonna show y'all that I do this. Yeah. You feel me? So we put we put a acapella verse or just a straight 30-second block in there for me to just start freestyling. So I did it. So like when I first came out, obviously they didn't know who everybody wasn't familiar with me in Texas.
That's what I was wondering.
They was kind of like the songs was dropping, and this was their first time hearing it, so they like catching on to it. I'm like, all right, cool. So the songs is cut short because we trying to fit so many songs into a 6-7 minute block. We come to the point where, all right, cool, it's a 30-second block. I'm like, man, I'm just about to just out rap everybody in this motherfucker, bro. Yeah. I start rapping, get off the stage, walk to the crowd, and start rapping to the niggas in the crowd. Yeah. By the time I got back to the stage, they was already on board. So it was love, bro. It was love. So because you're absolutely right. You open up for somebody like Lola Brooks, you gonna have a certain audience in there, right? I never understood why certain artists don't get on certain artists' cars. They got different fan bases. It don't really make sense. Definitely. So it's a lot harder to capture certain audiences there. So, you know, if I'm on a car with a Wale, I know that, you know, it's gonna be.
I feel like you'd be perfect for a Wale card.
For sure.
Damn, like that'd be a crazy card. I was about to say, like, if listening to your music, I feel like you don't sound like Wale, but I feel like I could place one of your verses on every Wale song. You know, especially when you talking that smoother talk, man, to the ladies, bro.
For sure. And we learning, right? We just learn like everything. Because you get to a point where you want to jump on everything. It's like, okay, cool. You want to open up for Moneybag Yo? You want to open up for X, Y, Z? You know, before I was like, oh yeah, I would do it, but now it's just like, nah, that don't make sense for me. Right. It don't make sense for me to open up for an artist like that, right? My lane is different. We by the numbers, 75% of my fan base is women. You know what I'm saying? Your audience. Yeah. So like the people who support me, I talk directly to, you know, females. And then the dudes who support me, some of them support me because the females support me, and then some of them, you know, is people who actually love good music, like music and substance and stuff like that. But I'll throw a song in like TNP or a song like Never Fold in there, so I can capture everybody, you know, everybody ear. You know, something that they familiar with, a up tempo beat, stuff like that.
Your sampling choice is hard too. The music that you choose to rap over,
for sure,
is.
Labels. We learned that day one.
They're not gonna save you, baby.
Day one, man. We back, man. Sitting here with my dog girls like STERL and our guy Silk, man. The smoothest talker, the 6th grade note passer. You know what I'm saying?
The poetry.
Come on,
Pulitzer Prize winner.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on my wordplay too.
You feel me?
What you say when you go on? Like, you got like a tag when you go on. Like, you said, don't forget the 3K. What's your tag when you go on, when you on stage?
So before I start every show, you know what I'm saying, it's always, for those who don't know, it is SILK. Don't forget the other K. It's Silk motherfuckers, ain't no other way. Baby, I am smooth like butter. Make the bitches want to fornicate. Need my flowers now like it's Mother's Day.
I knew you had something. Yeah, that's hard. Because we got in our intro, we sort of got something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need somebody to help Ghost right.
We go right exactly. When the time to Ghost right our intro, I'm gonna hit you.
You know what's crazy? Some of that. You know what's crazy? From that, I actually wrote. I've been writing more people's stuff, bro.
Word.
Yeah. I wrote my first soundtrack I did was for this show in California called Ball. I don't know if you guys know the guy that does the. He's got like the fake hair, and he smeared it. He been on the Shade Room a couple times.
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah, John, like that. His series is pretty much all my music.
Word.
Wow.
I did the whole soundtrack for it, yeah.
Word, yeah, you gotta send us that.
Yeah, that's another thing about when you got that smooth tone music, like the R&B, kind of neo soul, but you can rap too. You can not only can your music translates to like a screen or just being used anywhere in terms of soundtracks, but you can ghostwrite for a lot of people, because like rap is like, oh yeah, you know, but the R&B, you get a couple bars to an R&B singer, they'll gladly take that shit, give you all the credit. Yeah, he wrote it, I don't care. It ain't no shit on me. So is that something you ever explored or thought about?
My ultimate goal is to be a writer, man. You know, like
your ultimate goal is to be a writer.
Oh, for sure. My pen is probably my strongest attribute. To be honest with you, I can write a song, like the songs that I write for me. I mean, they personal. I can write a song in 20 minutes, man. You feel me? Ooh. Like when I hear a beat, you asked me earlier who chooses my beats and stuff like that.
Right.
When my team get together, they might send me 20 beats, right? I might go through them. I'll listen to the beat for 20 seconds. I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
You can tell, yeah.
Right off the bat. Exactly right off the bat.
Yep.
When I hear a beat and it's mine's or it's for me, the beat talks to me. It tell me what to say. So like when I write the songs, it's nothing. You know, like I'll give y'all a little TMI. When I had to send my lyrics in to my team to put them to register them for like sound for clearing and Apple Music, Tidal, all that stuff to put them in there. Right. I had to go back and rewrite them because I don't be writing the songs.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
wow!
I would go back and look at the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I freestyle this part, or this part right here. I never wrote this, or this whole verse. There was no verse there. Top. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I go in there and I start feeling a certain type of way, and I'm sure a lot of artists do the same thing, but. Because I can't write off of a flawed emotion. Like I gotta really write. It gotta be derived from some kind of feeling. If it's you know, even if it's a derogatory feeling of, hey, I was doing this, or I was in this bag, or hey, I was sad this day, hey, I was happy this day. Every song that I write or every song that I hear myself say, I remember how I felt that day. I remember the feeling that I was referring to at that point. So as far as writing goes, man, it's my best attribute. You know.
So you say that's your God-given gift, you would say?
I would say so. I mean, like I said,
baseball.
In baseball.
I used to win like all the writing competitions as a kid in 5th, 6th grade. Yeah. Y'all remember the Don't Do Drugs campaign? I won that, the writing, the essay part of it.
I'm telling you, he's the note passer, man. He's the you could probably do the folding joint with the you know how you pass
this little thing you do like that?
Yeah, you put it in there.
But that's probably I say that a lot too, because I feel like a lot of us have ended up in things that got us in trouble in school or got us ahead in school. So like I was a talker in school. I always got in trouble for talking too much or saying this and that. But like now I'm in the industry where I have to talk. Like I do this. I'm in sales where I'm talking to clients and I'm, you know what I'm saying, just my what's the gift of gab. Like I'm able to, you know, so I can pretty much talk to anybody and have decent, genuine conversations, not just talking just to say shit, but genuine conversations. And I feel like I invoke that from other people too. Like they'll open up to me as far as talking. For sure. And I'm a musician. I play drums. So my dad is a band director. I'm playing drums. So music would be my other thing. And those things make room for you to be talking about before. Your gifts will make room for you whenever it's time. Amen. And they'll show, you know what I'm saying, what you good for.
For sure.
You know, and I like to see that in people. Like, who were you as a kid, that thing that you knew how to do way better than everybody else early? And you know what I'm saying? And now it's probably your gift. Like you said, with baseball, you was always ahead. Writing. For sure. So it just makes sense.
I articulated very well at a young age. Like when I say writing competitions, I mean like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade poetry competitions. I was winning those. Anonymous competitions where it would be like statewide where they couldn't judge me for how I looked. I was just winning those, you know, because I always had like a vivid imagination, and I understood I understood early that I understood things at a different level. I just didn't know how to express them or articulate them right at all the time where people will receive them the right way. Right. It came with age. That I understood, like, hey, this person is this way. I need to say this way so they understand me. Right. You know, and life experiences made me feel shut out so many times, man. Like, music was an outlet for me. So I tell my label this all the time. Like, I only feel heard in a song most of the time. You know, I only feel understood when I'm on the track sometimes, right? Like, sometimes I shut down where I don't even talk to nobody, you know. People think I'm being a certain type of way. I need to recharge sometime where I don't even communicate at all because I feel misunderstood a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the only time that I feel that people are going to truly understand me is if they listen to labels, or you listen to Be Alone, or you listen to My Everything, or you listen to Crazy Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like sometimes that's the best way I can get that out to people.
It makes sense. It makes sense though, because when we're having a normal conversation, and you know, outside of the podcast, of course, because we're here to understand you. We're kind of coming into your world, you coming into our world a little bit. But when you're having a normal conversation, people are hearing you through their own lens, through their own world. But when you're listening to a song or even watching a music video, people are kind of stepping into your situation.
Exactly.
So it gives them more context on how you feel in the beat, how you're saying it too.
For sure, and that's a great point. It's no judgment there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people don't know who I am, which is
Right.
cool, right? But when I started doing freestyles and stuff like that, the reason I kept going was because if I would do a freestyle to a certain song where I was hurting or I felt a certain type of way, I would get like DMs from people I didn't even know, like, yo, I just want you to know I listened to your freestyle on my way to work. It got me through the day.
Word.
Right? I was depressed. This made me understand that I could make it through this week. Or hey, I listened to this song over and over and over again. Right? When I made labels, a guy that's in the industry, he pushed records for labels, got labels somehow. He was like, I just want you to know labels got me through my divorce.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I lie to you not. You feel me?
But you need music for like every situation though.
Facts.
Even though it's, you know what I'm saying, slick depressed. Like you gotta have music when you want to turn up. And you gotta have music for when you like not in the best of moods too.
That's a fact,
you know?
bro. And the fact that it was me, that my voice and my words and my thoughts was connecting with people like that. That's the motivation I needed. You feel me? I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted to be I never want to be famous in this right? Never in a spotlight type of dude. I just wanted to be felt. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be understood. Like when you go through something where you felt so displaced, where you feel like you don't belong here, or you feel like you don't connect with people in the world. When somebody come to you and say, yo, you got me through the day, like that's everything. You feel me? It was some of my freestyle. If you look, you can see like the lights in the back. Like, bro, I would drive to Walmart to get Wi-Fi reception, bro. Like just to get light, just to be able to do it, because I ain't have it at the crib. I had to get something off my chest. You feel me? Like do the video 60, 70 times because it wasn't perfect how I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? I might do that 60 times in the beginning to get 5 likes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like it meant something to me, right? Because when you out there and you doing it and you get 1 like, bro, I got 1 like on my first ever video, 6 views. I was the happiest motherfucker you ever see. I'm like, you know, like,
yeah, the
shit,
small wins.
This got 6 views, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it means
it mean inspire small beginners.
It mean everything, bro. It mean everything. I start doing more sentimental stuff where it was for Black History Month, and
I was about to say, no, Valentine's, you be getting in your bag.
Valentine's Day.
I'm getting you to write something to my girl. I'm putting my name at the end of it.
Bro,
I wrote that.
Go write something for me.
Somebody hit me up to write their wedding vows for her, bro.
Oh shit,
that's
bro,
fire.
That's
Fire.
Yo,
that's fire.
I hit her with the, you know, like.
I know you went crazy.
I was like, yo, it'll probably be better if it came from you, bro.
Yo, come on.
Because I'm gonna say some shit.
I'm gonna send you bullet points. Like this is her name. This she does.
Right.
This do this. Mix that up.
What's that little thing you were in school when you had the little Mad Libs? You know, Mad Libs would be like, and you put the adjective, you put the name or whatever, the noun, and all that. You got to Mad Lib it. Just leave blanks, and you put the word in there, make it sound good.
At that point, you know, when you start realizing, like, oh, you know, people really connecting. Right, or my thoughts are being validated when I thought nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? Because there was times where I felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I felt where nobody heard me. Like I felt blocked out. You know what I mean? So betting it all on myself at a point where I felt like nobody believed in me. It means everything when somebody say, "Yo, labels is fire," or "Crazy Baby is fire," or whatever. Because at the end of the day, who gonna believe in you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do it? You know what I mean? So whenever your thoughts are validated from something or a vision that you had and you knew it could be that, it mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It mean a whole lot.
That leads me to something, man. So the whole journey that you had in terms of making music, and you've been making music for quite some time now. I like to say that you're adept at it, but from what I listen to, this process of you writing music, recording music, did it change the way you listened to music?
That's a great question.
Kind of knowing what this artist might have felt that. Can you feel it, or do you hear something different now?
Absolutely. I'm a huge Drake fan.
Yeah, we talked about that pre-pod.
Yeah, I've been a huge Drake fan, and it's because of how he articulates.
That makes sense.
And a lot of people don't really get it right, because a lot of us, like I said, we want to be masculine. We want to be perceived as these hard creatures who don't have feelings. I just appreciate the art, right? He paints such vivid pictures. He puts you in certain situations, and if you've been in those situations as a man, you just like, yo, That's exactly how it goes.
That's exactly how it goes.
That's exactly how I felt at that time. That's exactly what I would. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody listens to my music, I want people to say, yo, I felt that exact same way. I felt that exact same thing. I felt dark. I felt hurt. I felt misunderstood. I felt not listened to. I felt all of that. You feel me? And this 3 minutes and 30 seconds gets me through so much you don't even know. When I hear stuff like that, that's why I do it.
Yeah.
That's why I do music. You know what I'm saying? So when I listen to songs and stuff now, if I'm not listening to me or Drake, you know what I'm saying, or up and coming artists who have some kind of substance, man, I ride in the car with nothing playing, bro.
Just thoughts and
nothing playing, because unless I'm just in a mood where it's like, hey, I need to get up, I need to, you know, be rowdy or whatever. I got my certain songs I go to.
Surface level, man. Like the music nowadays, like it's just so you can tell they just making it just to get some type of hit. And all of the songs, especially you a word guy, everybody rapping about the same things, using literally the same analogies, the same phrases.
Everybody doing the same thing. And you know, no offense, it's art. I'm cool with it. I never knock another artist, but I'm not that type, you know, a person, man, where I can just conform and like that, right? I have to, stuff got to make sense for me. You feel me? So I have to be moved. Like if you see my playlist, bro, I listen to 70s R&B, Teddy Pendergrass. I listen to, yo, like one of my favorite songs is, man, what are you talking about, man? I listen to so much OJs. I listen to like real love shit, you feel me? Like real music where men were comfortable with almost every, bro, I probably listen to that song 4 or 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? My favorite song is I don't know why I'm going blank. I can't remember my man's name, but I guess you wonder where I've been. In love with this. I can't
even think of dog name.
God rest his soul. He just passed away.
What's up, Bobby Caldwell? The white dude?
Yeah, is it Caldwell?
I'm pretty sure Bobby Caldwell, the one who just passed.
He just passed.
Our white soul, our blue-eyed soul brother,
bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, they got a lot of songs though. I listen to a lot of
Bobby
that.
Caldwell.
I listen to a lot of those. A lot of white guys had soul,
man.
Back in the day,
I didn't know Bobby was
interesting story on that. When the song came out, they made, just like you were talking about. You saying earlier, like you was winning competitions based off not how you looked, anonymous.
Yeah.
The short story on that, they put his album out, and the picture of him was like a regular, like, you know, the 70s, they sitting like this, but he was white, obviously. Label was like, we don't think that's gonna fly. They did a silhouette of his body sitting on that park bench, and that's the thing they put out. So that's why everybody thought he was black.
Wow.
Because they didn't put his picture out there, and of course it wasn't no social media. So they did a silhouette of his shadow sitting on a bench, put the song out, and his voice sounds like he's black.
Nah, it does.
So everybody in the black community just received him as if he was black.
Brother got soul.
You know what I'm saying? He got soul.
Brother got soul. I'm not gonna lie, man. When I seen the Shade Room posted that he passed away.
Yeah, man, that hurt.
I listened to that song probably 40 times, man. Same day, like, you know what I mean? That's just talent, baby. Is man. You know, it don't a gift don't discriminate, man.
That's facts.
It do not discriminate, and that soul stuff like that.
Michael McDonald's one of my other white soul brothers I listen to.
Okay.
I like him a lot.
For more recent white musicians, I don't know if you listen to One Republic.
I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, they
is them or is it him?
I think
the group.
I think it's a group.
Okay.
I think it's One Republic. One Republic, bro. They just soulful, man. They got a lot of soul in their music. You feel me?
I'm have to check them out.
But yeah, I don't really discriminate with the music as far as, you know, whatever race or whatever. But like, I listen to a lot of old stuff, man. A lot of 70s, 80s, early 90s, early 2000s, the golden age of music, where music was music. You feel me? Where, you know, you can put some soul in it or something, man. But now,
do you have a favorite era? Like, if you had to go by a decade?
That's tough, bro. I'm gonna probably say 70s, bro.
70s?
Yeah. Al, Sam Cooke,
Al Green,
them boys, them Isleys.
Yeah.
Like, I was raised by old folks too, if you can't tell, man.
Levert was 80s, right?
Yeah, I think
Levert
Levert came a little after
That
that.
was more like, yeah.
You know,
Earth, Wind and Fire was 70s, 80s.
Some people be calling me Lil Levert, man. I get
Lil Levert.
I get that sometimes. I get that sometimes. But I'm just real soulful, bro. You know, I like stuff like that, man. I like to set the mood. Even I have functions at my crib. Sometimes just to have people over, bro. They be wanting to hear City Girls and stuff like that, which I love, by the way.
Is this a different vibe?
It's not the pocket that you want to be in.
But I will throw some Luther on so quick, or some
because it dictates your mood, bro. It literally does. Like you can have people in there and you turn that on versus having something else on. It's gonna be a whole different vibe.
It's different, bro. So you know.
Have you ever had a shorty? I don't know what your situation is. You ever had a shorty? You ever threw on some old school joint, like some real deep Luther, not like the top 3 songs Luther, and she like, who is this?
Nah.
Yeah, you ain't never got caught with that. You ain't never got caught with that, and you just look at her like, yo, get out, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you gotta get your bag and go.
You gotta go, my girl.
Nah, I always have like probably early 2000s playlist where some people they familiar with. I leave all the deep stuff for me. You know
that's the okay.
It be for me. You know, like he said, love TKO earlier, joking. I listen to Love TKO all the time, bro.
That's one of the ones.
Was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, looks like another love TKO. But I'm telling you, that's my bag, man. I love old music. I listen to jazz. Like when we talking about music without words, like I listen to jazz.
That's dope.
Coltrane, Miles Davis, like of course dope. The big guys, and then like contemporary jazz now.
Nah, for sure.
Because I like music because I feel like I can get that same invocation you get of words.
Nah, for sure.
With music
with
sometimes.
Sound, yeah.
And then when I can get people that can get on that music, like Teddy Pendergrass and people like that, it's cohesion for me. For sure. It works.
What's the guy now? He do like jazz, hip hop. Masego.
Yeah.
Masego, bro, brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
For
like
sure.
and for him to be as successful as he is in an era like ours.
Because there's still a group for that. There's still some people that want to hear that type of music.
I mean, and for him to tie the younger millennials into it, where he has a loyal fan base, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's the dude to sing Ted Al.
Yeah. I think this would be a good time to hit that dog eat dog, man. In terms of soulful, all time soulful.
Okay,
all time soulful artists. My bag ain't that deep, so I don't even know who to place. I don't want to place number one. You know what I'm saying? So dog eat dog is basically a game. You ever played this or that?
Yeah.
So it's like tournament style, this or that. So let's say if we talking about basketball players, right? I say, who do you like more, Kobe or LeBron? And let's say you say Kobe. I say, okay, boom, LeBron X's off. Kobe goes to the next round. Kobe, Jordan. And we keep going like that, basically, right?
For sure.
All right, so
for sure.
Let me run some.
All I can think about is the greats, and it's gonna get a real hard conversation. So we gonna say those to the end. I don't even know who would be like that 8-7 spot that we could start with.
Let's start Barry White. Or Ray Charles. I know, right? We're going straight there.
Wow. That boy for 1 and 2 seed right off the bat.
I mean, because it's a lot. I just looked them up. So that's what we're gonna start with that.
Impact wise, I'm gonna go.
You don't gotta be context. Just
no impact. Straight music.
Barry. I'm gonna go Barry.
Okay. Barry White.
Back. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? We back.
We back. Time in.
Girls like STERL, SILKK,
man, having some interesting conversations.
For sure.
Deep music bag, man. Super soulful episode, man. You ain't got no bag, man. You could just really, you don't got no soulful bag, brother. You can really just listen to this episode and you'll really get hip to a lot of stuff. Just write it down and go through everybody's catalog and you'll be straight. Promise you, man.
For sure.
They gonna get your playlist right. So we let's introduce the game. Dog eat dog. Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yeah, we
I did that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's run it. So I believe we already. You can just run it from the top.
Who's that? Al Green? Al Green and Barry White.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Al.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be Al out, bro.
Marvin Gaye or Al?
Yeah, I mean, was it? Well,
why you throwing these haymakers so early, bro?
He said I don't know who's gonna be out, and then he said Marvin Gaye, and it's like,
Mo.
You feel me? It's like, I mean,
I'm going with Al, bro.
Woo, Stevie Wonder. Al Green.
I'm going with Al, man.
Oh, he gonna take it all the way.
We need a why. We need a why.
Al Green.
Right.
Al Green, bro. If I had to go Mount Rushmore of artists who make me feel nostalgia, Al Green and Lauryn Hill is the top two.
Okay.
Who, when they open their mouth, bruh, they put you in a totally different. They put you in a totally different atmosphere. Everything is different around you. So
true.
That's how I measure music, right? When somebody speaks, where they put me at, you know what I mean? And Al Green is one of those people. Second all-time favorite artist, actually.
Wow.
Al Green.
Keep running. Let's see if we can get that first.
Lauryn Hill, number one.
I can take him out. Al Green, Teddy. Cause I knew, you know what I'm saying? You already spoke about that, so I know that's what you're feeling.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Love TKO.
Teddy, I hate to do this, Teddy. I'm gonna go Al. Teddy
There
tough
you go.
though.
You
Teddy
want Al
tough though.
again?
Teddy tough though. Teddy
Okay,
tough.
let's go.
Now let's go Teddy. Not Teddy.
Al Green.
Let's go Al and Cook, man.
Oh yeah.
Sam Cooke, man. You gonna do this? You gonna do this here?
Yeah, Sam was on that river.
You gonna do that here? you gonna do that here?
I'm gonna go Al Green.
Man,
That's a landslide. Sheesh.
Listen, bro, it's gonna be tough to beat out Love and Happiness, bro. I'm sorry. That Buddy is different, man.
Yeah.
Every time he talk, everybody know Al, bro. If you play Al at a high school prom today, people gonna know who he is. They don't even know why they know him. They just know him.
Somebody
They not gonna know. They gonna like, why do I know this song? Who is this?
Bro, they just gonna know.
Yeah.
You feel
first
me?
for foot test.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. That's
Bro,
what it is.
everybody gonna know him. So
Yeah.
like he's
We'll
timeless.
leave it at
bro.
that. Then we'll leave it with Al. Then man. I ain't gonna,
Al for the win, bro.
shout out Al, man.
Yeah, for
Al,
sure.
that's what's up. That's what's
Sheesh,
up.
man. Yeah, this been a fire episode, man. Definitely one for the music heads, man. A lot of times I was like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about right now.
Yeah, I might get a little lost in this one. But
Who was the guy that y'all said nowadays that make Saw the M? He makes
Michael
so
McDonald.
No, that's not what. You Michael
white
McDonald?
guy?
No, yeah, the one that does it now. Starts with the M.
The one One Republic.
Current, no. Current may not have been a white guy. Current, Masego.
Yeah,
That's
for
why
sure.
you
Never heard of Buddy. I'm gonna go
You
do
never
my
heard of
research.
Masego?
Never heard of
I'm
him.
playing
bro.
some. You heard him.
Nah,
We gonna
for
play
sure.
right
I know
after
the
this
old
episode
schools, but I don't know Masego.
Nah,
I
you
don't
gotta
Masego.
know. I'm gonna play a song. You're gonna be like, oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay,
He did Yams, the original beat. That Yams song. He did that beat.
Okay, facts.
But it's a
facts.
different
Then I'm
song
hip.
though.
Yeah.
But I'll play you some.
Yeah, I got
That's
introduced. He performed on the BET Awards a couple years ago. Like,
You seen his videos? He
Live.
played sax. He played drums. He played piano.
yeah, very talented dude.
Real talented.
Facts.
Very talented.
About to say,
So
man,
cool.
Silk, man, talk to the people, man. What do you want the people to know about Silk? Where's this thing going, man?
Upcoming music.
Exactly.
What you got coming up? This your ISO right here. Tell them what's going on real quick.
Well, before I get out of here, I have to let everybody know, like, you know, we at Summer Jam this year, man.
We at Summer Jam.
We on the card. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man, it's up.
Hey.
Y'all heard it here first, man.
Yeah, facts.
we at Summer Jam this year in Houston. With
fire.
the City Girls, with Gloss Up, with Glockiana, with Duke Deuce.
Word.
Yeah,
When is Summer Jam?
May 19th through the 21st.
Okay.
Oh, that's coming up. Shit.
Nah,
Okay.
for sure.
You in show mode right now. It's time to get right.
For sure.
You got
man.
a set list we can drop right quick? No. Give it a surprise.
We working on
Okay,
it. We get right.
bet.
We get right. I'm in the gym. I got to drop 10 pounds, man.
Man.
But yeah, we got Summer Jam with it. We still pushing the tape. We just dropped a new EP, Almost Famous. It's doing great right now. We obviously just came from South by Southwest. Shucks. I actually ended up at Bojangles Stadium just this last week with Drewski.
You perform?
If you want to call it that, but
What you mean?
because
I know
don't
he
if
did that
He
little
had his
joking.
comical.
bruh, it's for the artist, man. If you up there trying to perform and Drewski up there,
Yeah, it's my.
it is not pleasant. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He is on you from the first word that you say
Right.
to the last word that you say. So like you can barely get anything out, but it was a good experience, right?
Yeah.
It was
But that's the bag he running right now.
It was definitely dope. But Summer Jam is probably our next biggest step for sure. One of the biggest things that I've ever done as an artist. It's been a build up that I honestly can't ask for more for. You know what I mean? Like a year and a half ago, I was doing open mics. Right, I started doing open mics, just get reception from people, just to hear me. In 2023 in May, we on the Summer Jam stage. So
Lit.
that's nobody but God for real.
That's what's
So
up, man.
other than that, we'll see what happens next, man.
That's what's
We'll
up.
see what happens
Y'all
next.
heard it here first, man.
Hell yeah, man.
sure.
Girls like STERL, what you got? Man? What you got?
Hey, man, appreciate you coming on.
Oh, for sure.
Appreciate your management hitting us up and giving us the opportunity to chat with you.
Absolutely.
sure.
Definitely a different conversation. And Pink always said, we always have people come in, we never know what we're going to get.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But our combos always end up being, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was going to go this deep, but we're going to be talking about what we talked about.
Nah, for
But,
sure.
appreciate you opening up, letting us know the story of labels and, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine. But it's been love.
Yeah,
For sure,
bro.
so.
I appreciate y'all
Yeah,
again.
no doubt.
Again, if you can follow me on all platforms at SILKK SILKK _ CLG.
Yeah, this your camera right here. Tell them.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all can follow me on all platforms at SILKK _ CLG. That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So, like I said, we just dropped a tape. We got Summer Jam coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We got hopefully homecoming after that. We
man. Going back to Central, man.
Going back to Central.
Man, we trying to hit everybody homecoming, man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to hit
Homecoming
everybody
tour to come to
homecoming.
South Carolina State. I got you.
Oh, that's where you at?
Yeah,
Okay.
South Carolina
That's
State.
hey, put the word in, man.
Yeah, I'm tapped.
I know
for
y'all got.
sure.
I know y'all got some lovers out there, man. We'll turn it up for you.
We out in the country too.
Nah,
so,
for sure.
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
For sure. But
I'm
yeah,
coming
man.
to y'all homecoming this year though. Slide note before we get up.
Are
Because
you?
G-Ho is so overrated. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
my A&T
Thank
people.
you.
Last year it looked like Central homecoming was OD.
Last-
I
It's
slept on
because
it.
Last year?
This is why, bro. Because G-Ho was so spread out.
It is.
Yeah.
Central, man. I don't know where that's at in the where everybody gathers in. It's like everybody
That
in
one spot
one
where the,
area.
where the little steps
the
are.
bowl
The
joint.
bowl.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
when,
That's
like if you can
it's
squeeze
crazy.
everybody in, it looks crazy
for
out there,
for the last 3 years. Well, the last we had 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
Central's homecoming has took the cake by a
Absolutely.
landslide.
One of us are gonna
Absolutely.
stay.
It was
Since
more
2020,
A&T people
2020,
at
absolutely.
Central homecoming I ever seen before. It was more people from A&T at Central homecoming in the last 2 years than I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, I might make that trip and set G-Ho.
And respectfully, A&T
It's on the same weekend.
they have a great.
This year it is on the same weekend.
Really? Ooh, that's a fade.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
is
a
it?
fade.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Why would they do
When,
that?
they
is
should've
there
done that.
Aggie Eagle this year too? I heard
I was at the Aggie Eagle last year.
When is
too.
that?
It's happening.
Oh, rumors.
It's
I don't know.
every year.
because it's no longer in. It was in Charlotte this past joint, so I don't know how they.
I think they moved around.
You know what I'm saying?
I was at the last one.
I was
Turned
the last
up.
one too.
Yeah.
At Panther Stadium.
Right.
Oh yeah, I made it out there.
Yeah. I was
It
out
was interesting.
there. To say the least.
That was
Exactly.
interesting for sure.
Got you.
Man, we appreciate you, Silk. Man,
Oh, for sure. Thank
Man,
y'all so much, man.
Viewers,
I appreciate it.
please check this man out. It's fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Labels is my favorite, but he got a whole tape of just fire, man.
Definitely.
Great vibes. He's definitely spitting that slick shit in your ear. Silk with 2 Ks now. Don't
sure.
mess it up, man. And thank you for visiting us here at the Epicenter Podcast, man. That's
sure.
DAEPICENTRE, the British way, if you feel me, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
UK way.
You feel me? Appreciate y'all for listening, man. Peace.
Get it.